Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown. It is the October 3rd, 2020 edition. My name is Caleb Black. This man is Luke the Big Dog Williams. Our esteemed, revered, respected, rugged, manly, intelligent, and handsome little man.
Thank you. I know we have Max Fury. He's all those
producer, the mighty Max Fury. Guys, it is time for the week in review. We changed the format up. Like I said, we're not going to do a segmented review of every single thing throughout the week for a little while. We're going to try this out. So we're going to go over some highlights of all the stuff that happened this week, and it was a pretty big week, all things considered.
Yeah, we're back.
Outside of the pay-per-view and outside of the WWE and AEW mainstream universes, we'll talk for a second. The ROH Pure Title Tournament is continuing.
Yes.
And it is fantastic right now. I believe the 4 people who've qualified so far are Jay Lethal, John Gresham, Kenny King, and Silas Young.
Ooh.
I think. There was another episode this previous weekend. I haven't watched it yet. But the tournament's progressing, and, man, they are stacking the deck.
Well, Ring of Honor has always been, in that respect, their tournaments have always been top-notch. Yeah. Now, then you add in the idea of the Pure Championship with the names that you got there. It's a recipe for success.
Yes. Oh, I believe either Matt Sydal or Delirious have also qualified, but I don't remember which one won. So we will do some research on that, and I'll clarify that here in a little while. Also, Trevor Murdoch, now NWA National Heavyweight Champion. Very cool. I like to see that the NWA still got some stuff going on. I like to see their titles are being active. The G1 tournament in New Japan is progressing right now.
Yeah. The competitors they have in the G1, I think, is probably the best 2 blocks of competitors we've had in the last
it's a huge year.
Yeah.
David Finley's on a tear.
Jeff Cobb, man.
Jeff Cobb's on a tear. You know, Jeff Cobb not signing with AEW when they offered him the deal, I think that was one of his better moves.
I agree. I think that if they would have, I think that he would be where Brian Cage is right now, and that's just floundering.
Yeah, I think he's really taking the time to. He's after the G1. He's really going to come into his own and be a star, megastar.
Agreed. Well, I mean, he's already up there.
Yeah.
In the pantheon of the stars nowadays. I think he should stay where he's at. I don't think AEW can handle him the right way. I think Impact might be a viable option.
Yeah.
But only when don't rush.
Yeah,
you have plenty of years.
Take your time.
Rush. NXT. I think he should stick away from.
Yeah.
I don't think they would handle him just about the same as AEW would.
Yeah, I agree with that. News in the WWE from this week. First of all, SmackDown was incredible.
Fantastic.
One of the best SmackDowns they've had. We keep talking about how SmackDown's really getting better. Loved the Jey Uso and AJ Styles match. Loved that they're still using the Roman Reigns story with Jey.
The Roman Reigns thing that I loved the best about everything was when he's like, you ate my blood. What did you do to me? And he's like, I elevated you.
Yeah.
I did this for you.
Yeah.
I love you. Fantastic. Yeah. Because the whole time you just sit there and you're like, this is sickening. But at the same time, you're like, this is what I've wanted since the Shield breakup.
Yeah, it's really doing its job to put Roman in a good place as a top heel.
It's also making the Usos viable.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to when Jimmy Uso comes off the injured list and getting involved, and maybe he's going to get a couple single shots.
Well, he had stated that he was going to give him the title shot, but the stipulation would be for everything. Here's where you're going to get the tribe group. Here's where you're going to get Roman Reigns and his 2 Usos to do his bidding. They talked about making these 2 the tribe
faction anyway,
or whatever for their perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
You win, you get the title. I win,
I get
you do what I want.
Yeah.
Then you can bring the other Uso in to fight for his freedom and lose.
Yeah.
And then you've
got a tag team that, I mean, what I would ideally like to see is that the Usos, they do the resistant to it at first.
Yeah, of course.
But then, maybe Roman gets them the tag team title win. And then they kind of start coming around, and then all 3 of them just tear ass all over the WWE.
It's perfect.
Because I love Roman Reigns and the Shield. To me, the Shield was a cooperative group.
Yes.
There was no one leader, there was no one member. this way with Roman literally being the head of the table, elevating a tag team to his status, but they've got a faction with a leader and a group that's viable and dangerous.
Kind of reminds me of the early starting of Edge and Edgeheads.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you have your cronies and you have your main guy. Or JD on the cabinet.
But except in this regard, the Usos are an established legacy tag team, so they're using their real-life successes and their real-life... But it's whatever...
So it would be more like La Familia in ECW with Chavo and Edge and...
Yeah, but even in my opinion, like I said, even bigger and better. This would be the perfect formula for Roman to have a dominant group as the leader, because you couldn't put Roman with any other tag team because it would be viable.
No.
Murphy creating his stable of followers is completely different. Honestly, I'm sorry, what did I say? I said Murphy, yeah. But Rollins creating his stable of followers is totally different. Roman wouldn't just pick a random tag team to sell.
No, it's family.
It's got to be family. It's got to be the Usos. Like I said, the best, have the Usos fall in line, get with the program, and then Heyman's the mouthpiece for the entire thing. So good. The Fiend and Kevin Owens.
Next week.
I've been saying to you forever that I wanted a Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens feud. I'm getting it as The Fiend, and Alexa Bliss killed it on some...
Oh, yeah, her playing an Oscar-worthy performance of the whole brainwash thing. Yeah. I dig everything. I also dig the fact, this doesn't have anything to do with SmackDown, but I was on the network the other night, and I watched the podcast Alexa Bliss has been putting out called the Uncool Podcast, where she talks about it being cool to be uncool as a kid. Yeah. I really dig the way they're doing that, where it's not characterized like she is on TV, like she gets to do her own thing, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the Fiend storyline, I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's really...
Kevin Owens is a huge get for this mini feud, because let's face it, it's not going to last longer than this match. Probably.
No, but it's a perfect pairing of styles. The Fiend can fight, Kevin can fight. They're both kind of unorthodox in that way. Yeah. Like, it should evolve into a great series.
Yeah, it won't be a wrestling match, by the way.
No, it's going to be...
we're running long on SmackDown. Raw had nothing.
Yeah, Raw was pretty uneventful. Randy Orton did attack Big Show, Michaels, Christian, and Ric Flair.
As he should have.
To get his revenge for them costing him the world title match.
You get the point, right? Maybe I'll get the point. Pretty good ending, though, with the dresses to janitor. Wearing the night vision goggles, pretty decent.
Yeah.
Also, no underground.
Yeah, no underground.
Didn't really miss it, though. Dominic, Aaliyah, Buddy Murphy thing's getting a little better.
Yeah. It's going to pick up some steam and go in a really good place.
AEW.
The MJF Chris Jericho segment, the Isaiah Cassidy Chris Jericho match.
Fantastic.
Was great. The Moxley Butcher match was a little clunky.
Butcher shouldn't be getting title opportunity. Sorry.
But Eddie Kingston's doing a great job. The Cody Rhodes promo accepting the dog collar match.
That'd be fantastic.
Challenge from Brody Lee for next week. Did we not just say last week that I want a good, bloody, hard-hitting dog collar match?
I believe we were talking about that when Max posed the
steel cage
match question.
And as soon as I said it...
Which, by the way, stroke of genius. He's laughing. I'm being serious. Stroke of genius.
But obviously they're watching the show. So
Andre was a good pick too. What are you laughing about?
You're an idiot.
Andre's so perfect.
I did like the AEW tease where SCU was getting ready to go into the tag match against FTR, and Sean Spears was standing at the curtain.
Yeah,
and just kind of looks at him and says, "Good luck. It's coming, baby.
Yeah, it's coming. Most certainly coming."
And they mentioned something about a tournament.
Never Work Contenders tournament.
Not Hard Justice. At Full Gear.
No, it's going to be a tournament where the finals are going to be
at Full Gear to determine the number one contender.
I thought that the winner of the tournament faces the champion
at Full Gear. Yeah.
3 people have been announced: Rey Fenix, Kenny Omega, and
I don't remember the other one.
I don't either. Yeah. Maybe Hager?
Yeah. They also mentioned that Kenny Omega's pretty high in the title rankings somehow, even though he just got off of losing the tag team titles, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But I will be interested
due to his singles record, not his tag team record.
I think it will be interesting to see what talent's going to participate in the tournament, especially like if they get Pac back. Pac would be a great addition to the tournament. So
it's all going to be won by Kenny Omega. So
yeah, that's looking really good. NXT, Kyle O'Reilly still setting up to be the number 1 contender for Finn Balor this weekend, which we're going to do a pre-show about here in a little while.
Yep.
Impact, actually Hard Justice happens tonight.
No. Victory Road.
Victory Road happens. Why do I keep saying Hard Justice?
I don't know. You have it a fast.
I like my justice
it's
hard.
Hard Justice. If you wanted it to be Hard Justice, I would make it Hard Justice.
Victory Road's tonight.
I just totally told the other man I'd make it hard.
We're not going to review that card. A couple of matches. Eric Young's going to defend the Impact World title against Eddie Edwards. Jordan Grace is going to wrestle Tennille Dashwood.
Yep.
Deonna Purrazzo is going to defend the women's title against Suzy. And there's going to be a 4-way between Carl Anderson, Ace Austin, Alex Shelley, and Trey.
Yes.
Four members of the North.
The guy from the North.
Josh Alexander. Yeah. They're going to wrestle in a 4-way to, I'm not sure for what reason, but it's to set up for the 4-way tag match.
Also, you're going to have Tommy Dreamer and Brian Myers.
Yeah, so way to go, Impact. I'm really, really riveted.
Wait not to say that
television that you're producing. Guys, that's pretty much everything for this week. Not a whole lot of extra stuff going on. Let us know your thoughts. What did we miss? What did we leave out? You 3 easy ways to do that. And send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. Or you can like and subscribe. Leave us a comment down here. And stay tuned. Check my handy-dandy notebook. See, I wrote Victory Road there. When we do the NXT TakeOver 31 pre-show, coming up next.
One of us.